Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to a sneak peek video. As always, I want to emphasize that everything we're about to see, it is not official, it is not confirmed. But with that being said, let's jump into Chinchilla leaks. Link in the description if you want to follow along. The first bit of information we have is the bounty hunt. Now there are players out there that have already had access to bounty hunt. They've already played through it, so they've seen kind of some of the mechanics behind it. We have a lot of screenshots, so we're going to go through them all. So let's see. We have... it starts off with this picture right here, and then we have an attack team right here. Scrolling down, let's see, new updated section for the era shop. What's that? Lord Platypus sells for tokens, different types of tokens. So it looks like there's going to be new currency that we can use to purchase from the era shop, which I'm assuming has to do with the bounty hunt. You will be able to collect coins and exchange them for cells. Yup, that is awesome. Whoa. But that costs money. Okay, but there might be some free-to-play ways to get those coins. Let us scroll down. Alright, we have pictures of the bounty hunts. Lucky shot. You found an amazing reward. Keep looking for more. 3 bounty hunt stamina, bounty coins, Dr. Watt cells in gold. Scrolling down here, we have some cells for a monster, food. Alright, let's see. Bam. Scrolling down here. I guess it's based on your place. First and second, get 5 platypus cells, and then some coins, 3 to 5th, 6 to 10th. I wonder how many people are actually going to be in the league, and there's probably going to be rewards for the leaderboard. Alright, let's scroll down. You get offers. As always, you can spend money and get a bunch of bounty coins. Okay, so there's some offers there. Let's scroll down. And then this is like the best of the best. Alright, cool. So, again, you guys can join here and follow along for yourselves. Let's see what else we have. Monsterwood cells. Monsterwood is bursting with cells. Alright, you can get Cat, Darker, Lightarium, and Prince Charmless. Prince Charmless. Wait, isn't he the... I thought he was the Golden Pass monster for Season 3. Was he not the Season 3 Golden Pass? I'm pretty sure he was, but they're going to put him in Monsterwood? Once again, not official, not confirmed. Alright, we have the Akurio Temple Marathon, which I'm assuming is where we get Kurikage. Let's see, there's a lot of avatars, most importantly, new exclusive. Yeah, Kurikage, Dark Attack with Anticipation as a trait. He can apply Bleeding Nightmares. Yeah, so I really do predict he's going to be a meta monster. He's going to be used more than Hardy. Hardy's going to die once Kurikage is released. Upcoming era sagas, we have King Charmless, and... Okay, yeah, so he is the Golden Pass monster, but then according to this... Oh, Prince! Ah, never mind. I take back everything I said, so... By watching Monsterwood, you're going to get the legendary monster, Prince Charmless. And then the Golden Pass monster is King Charmless. There we go. Alright, and of course, we have Wang on the Era Saga as well. So some more pictures of the bounty. So let us scroll down. So it looks like you can buy stamina, which will allow you to keep playing Bounty Hunt and using that currency. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Scrolling. Okay, so here we have like a mini Titan, it looks like. Taking out the Titan. Damage stacks from fight to fight. Damage dealt to the fugitive. 1 million damage. And then, I guess depending on how much damage you deal, you get points. We'll find out a lot more about this. Also, everything is an auto. You cannot control your monsters. Oh, that's interesting. Max League is 7. If you win League 7 from place 1-2, you get these rewards. 900 platypus cells and 8,000 bounty coins. Man, the players that got a chance to... The players that actually got a chance to participate in the bounty hunt, they probably walked away with some amazing rewards. And I feel like it's always like that. When an event first gets released, SocialPoint is kind of testing the waters. The rewards are beyond amazing, and after a while, they get worse and worse and worse. Like, if anyone remembers the first time we had, gosh, what was it called? Team Battlegrounds. Those rewards were insane. Players were getting a Diamond Relic so easily, back when Diamond Relics were super hard to get. But yeah, that's all the bounty hunt stuff. Again, we're going to be getting more info about that soon. That is official information, so super excited about that. A new event mode. Let's see what else we have going on. The ZHC event. The breeding event as well, so you can get Krampus, Vart, Craster, Mr. Beast, Krampus the Killjoy. Honestly, it doesn't matter who you go for. Just try to get the new monsters, ZHC. I would say the easiest ones are the Firecon and Greenasaur and the Pandakin and Tarzape. Even new players have a chance to get those monsters easily. And of course, there's also a Frat event, so even if you can't actually breed the monster, you might be able to get them via the Frat event. So if any of your teammates buys a gem pack, well, you'll get cells for the monster. Alright, we have Stun Gun, Thunder Controller with stun and cooldown activation skills. Alright, we already saw him in the last sneak peek, but here we go, some newer monsters, starting things off with Royal Magus, getting to see the skill set. Applies damage boost to one ally. This is the monster I always said reminded me a lot of Zyron. So let's see if it's anywhere near the caliber that she was. Deals moderate magic damage, applies a random elemental weakness. Okay. 50% of stamina to one ally, requires cooldown. Okay. Removes negative effects from one ally, applies a random positive effect to one ally. The single cleansing is nice. I wish this didn't have a cooldown. Let's see what else we have. Deals low magic damage to all enemies, applies a random elemental weakness to all enemies. I wish it wasn't random. I wish it was like guaranteed this is what you get the weakness to. Removes all negative effects from all allies. That's always nice and gives stamina. Cleansing is always nice, plus a stamina boost. That's nice. Deals moderate magic damage, applies nature... Okay, so there we go. We have a nature weakness and magic weakness. So automatically you can partner this up with anyone that deals magic attacks, anyone that deals nature attacks. So King Charmless and Royal Magus could create great synergy. Even our Pierce monster, she does have a magic-based AoE, so that magic weakness would come in handy. So there's some synergy there. But yeah, basically any nature attacker does... Oh, I guess our previous Neurofunk, is that his name? Our previous race monster, he's nature-based. So yeah, you have some synergy there. We have, let's see... Oh, I think Boronot as well, he's magic. Applies True Vision to all allies, so you don't miss your attacks. 50% of stamina and stamina regen. That's great, so you never have to worry about stamina. And then deals heavy magic damage, removes 100% of stamina, vulnerable, and gives 1 turn to itself. Overall, I'm not really feeling this monster. It's a support monster that really primarily just gives stamina, and can cleanse negative effects. Not a huge fan of it. Magic support with damage boosts and stamina refill skills. I do like the stamina refills, but overall, I don't know if I'd want to waste a monster slot just for that. Alright, let us keep going. And again, as I always like to say, it really ultimately does depend on the trait and everything else, but just looking at skill sets, not really particularly feeling the monster. You guys let me know if you disagree and you see some real use for this monster, Royal Magus. We have Jakugan High. Let's see. Deals moderate fire damage and applies Cursed. Starting things off already with a Curse skill that is spammable if needed. Applies major damage reduction. This reduces damage up by 50%. Also spammable. Okay, I gotta say, I already like this monster. Applies Torture immunity to itself, heals by 50%. Removes tortures and heals all allies by 30%. I like this. Removes torture, so finally a way to get rid of that annoying Burning Hands, and you also heal by 30%. So if the Burning Hands was active for 2 turns, you're basically recovering that back with that 30% heal. I do like that. I would like a Torture immunity, though that would have been better. Deals moderate fire damage, removes positive effects from an enemy, applies Shock. Nice. Single cleansing and also Shock, so this can prevent ET monsters, such as King Charmless. Deals low fire damage to all enemies. Applies total damage reduction to all enemies. That's pretty cool too, because you know one of the best ways you can counteract Unrelenting Assault is to make it so the monster doesn't deal any damage, right? Because it can only trigger when the enemy is below 75%. So, bam, total damage reduction, you are dealing 0 damage. I like that. Deals low fire damage, removes positive effects from all enemies, and applies Shock. It's an AoE cleansing skill that also will shock everyone. Deals heavy fire damage, removes positive effects from one enemy twice. So if the enemy had a Mega Taunt and positive effect protection, nope, Mega Taunt is still gone, and applies Curse on top of that. Okay, let me think about this monster. I think I like him. I don't think he's too crazy, but I do like him. So let's see. He can single Curse and damage reduction. Removes tortures and heals all allies by 30%. Deals moderate fire damage, removes positive effects. I do like that he can remove positive effects a lot. Especially with, like, I feel like SP is releasing a lot more Megatons than before. Like, we just have Megaton after Megaton. Well, I mean, we already have 2 and it's barely the 2nd season. So, the fact that you can just, here's a removal. Here's a team removal. Plus the Shock to prevent ET, so the King Charmless, total damage reduction. I feel like he's good. I think he's going to be good. Not amazing, but definitely good. Fire support with area dodges. Oh, area dodge has a trait. Okay, so I think he became a lot better now because you can definitely partner this monster up with like Lady Meows and such. And especially because if you have, let's say you were battling a Megaton and Lady Meow had to kill the Megaton monster, but the Megaton monster had like a Soul Drag and you were afraid because your Earth and Soul Drag is dark, so you would lose even more HP. But now you can have Jakugan just get rid of Megaton, and then Lady Meow can go and attack. And of course you have like a Boronot that has Taunt, and then that synergizes. Okay, so I think yeah, I was like, I like him. Nothing too amazing. Although now that he has area dodge, I think his usability definitely increases a lot more. So taking away all the positive effect removal, yeah, he can always heal your team. Yeah, you don't really need this for yourself. You can always heal your team, and you can reduce damage output, right? Yeah, so I gotta say, I like him. I like him a lot more with area dodge, but part of me is still like, I don't know how much he's actually going to be used. So I'm really curious. Let me hear your guys' thoughts. I really want to hear you guys' thoughts on the monster. Do you think he's going to be very significant, or he's fun and cool to use, but not really? Because I do like him a lot more now that I found out he has area dodge, but I'm also like, compared to the other monsters that are in the game, would I really use this monster? Because, of course, you would need him with a top monster, and now I'm thinking, like, do I really want to prioritize my top monsters? I did already make a video saying, like, I really think Bornot should be a monster that is heavily utilized, but he isn't really. But maybe with monsters like Jakugan High, he would be. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Let us scroll down. We have Undead Mr. Beast and Josh Stub Pathway. We have Hammer Grom. All right. Metal Tank with Megaton and Scale Mirror. We already got another Megaton monster. I literally just said that when talking about Jakugan High. So, what is every season we're getting a new Megaton monster? All right, Hammer. This is a guy that I think is going to cost $30. He's like the Minos of the group, I think. All right, we have Warmaster's Apprentice. Deals moderate metal damage to one enemy. We have deals low metal damage to all enemies. We have heals itself by 30%. We have skill mirror to itself and damage protection to itself. This is nice. You take less damage, you reflect. Deals moderate light damage. Ooh, he's a metal monster with light-based attacks as well. And Sunburn, he can dot. Cool. That also reduces accuracy. Moderate metal damage and daze. Not only can he dot with Sunburn, he can also daze, which reduces damage output by 25% accuracy. So these two together, that is quite significant accuracy reduction. Heavy light damage and Sunburn. Megaton and damage boost. I wonder what the cooldown is going to be on that Megaton. Maybe 3 turns? So, deals heavy metal damage. I will say this about SocialPoint. They have made every Megaton monster unique this time. You know, we have our Mouseron that focuses a lot on shield. We have our Ollie that is kind of a blend. He has DOT. Yeah, he has Quicksand. He has, I think he even has a Daze. He has a single stun. He has single denial. And then we have this one that focuses kind of like more towards the side of offense. Like, this is one of those Megaton monsters, if you wanted to, you could run as an attacker and kind of rely on skill mirror, right? I'm assuming he starts the game off at rank 3 with Megatons. So if you have strength runes, you can rely on that skill mirror to deal some damage, and you take less damage, and then you have some powerful attacks, right? Very heavy light damage, or not a lot of powerful attacks, but you do have the very heavy light damage, and you do have these 2 moderate attacks that even do dots and reduce accuracy. So interesting. I wonder if he's going to jump into the meta, if players are going to purchase him, if he is a $30 monster, and if he's worth ranking up. It's definitely going to come. If he has Bulwark, let me just say this. If this monster has Bulwark and Megatons, oh my gosh. The fact that he has Bulwark, I think would put him in a higher league than Ollie and Mouseron, just because of the fact that 50% of the time, you're going to be missing. Like, sometimes you need to rely on a DOT to land, or on a possession to land, or a stun or free. So if this guy ends up having Bulwark plus Megatons, he could be quite formidable. Even though he doesn't have a lot of healing. Like, yeah, he has a 30% heal, but he doesn't have a lot of healing. He doesn't have a lot of shields. He doesn't have single denial. He does have accuracy reduction and dots, which can be pretty dangerous. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see this guy. I think I would run Royal Armorer. I would run a Megaton damage boost. Of course, you need to be able to reinstate. I would run the AoE Dazed and the AoE Sunburn. Unless I did want to give this monster strength, I might go for that single Sunburn. But yeah, interesting. Alright, new multiplayer monster. So it looks like Royal Magus is going to be the very first, or not the very first, sorry, the very next PvP monster. Let's see. Evolving Trick. At rank 0, immune to possession. At rank 1, super attuned. And at rank 3, random elemental weakness to the enemies. I will admit, the random elemental weakness to the enemies could be useful for the free-to-play community, because if you're taking on a rank 3 and above Mouseron, a rank 3 and above Hammer, or a rank 3 and above Ollie, maybe you get lucky. You happen to apply one of those random elemental weaknesses, happens to be the monster you have as your attacker, and it could be easier for you to take down that Megaton monster. So that could help. Overall, though, like I mentioned before, I'm not really feeling the monster. I don't think this is a monster I'm going to grind and do a lot of battles for. But again, you guys let me know if I'm wrong. Maybe I missed something. I really want to hear your guys' thoughts. We have Wormhole. Nature support with trait disabling. Ah, there we go. A trait disabling monster, shield break, and blind skills. Alright, let's see what Wormhole can do. Moderate nature damage to when enemy applies poison. Moderate special damage applies sunburn. So spawnable poison and sunburn, also dealing nature special damage. Low nature damage poison to everyone. Sunburn to everyone, lots of dots. Moderate nature damage removes shields and applies nanovirus. So this is cool against anyone that can shield, right? The Megatons especially. Or more so Mouseron, Ollie I think even has a shield. Nanovirus to block any positive effects. Applies total blind, sunburn, and poison. Very nice. 2 dots plus that total blind. Moonshine. Modern nature damage, traits disable, and blind all enemies. Gotta admit, this might be used a lot. Especially because we have Dispelling Fist now. Like, anyone, like, the reason Tabora was so prevalent in the Cosmic Era is the fact that she could remove positive effect and trait disable. But now that we have Dispelling Fist in the game, anyone can go, run Dispelling Fist, remove positive effects, and you're good to go. Or, for example, like, Spectra. If you're not using Spectra with Unrelenting Assault, because you're free to play, you don't have Unrelenting Assault, or you just prefer a different mechanic, you run the Pierce monster with Dispelling Fist, all the enemies lose their positive effects, and then you go in with this monster and you trait disable everyone. How good is that, right? AoE trait disable. It's awesome. So, yeah, times they are changing. Monsters can be used in different ways now because of, I think Dispelling Fist really opened the door to a lot of different possibilities. So that's awesome. We have our trait disable monster right here that also blinds. And then heavy nature damage, trait disable, remove shield, applies nanovirus to one enemy. Then you have single target for those pesky dodge area monsters. You have a single target skill to get rid of their dodge area. So right now it would be Lady Meow. It would be Wing Su. Well, yeah, Wing Su, his is a status caster, but still. And then that monster we saw up here, Jakugan, he has that dodge area as well. So yeah, there you go. You can trait disable, trait disable. And other than the fact that this monster trait disables, you look at the other skill, it's a total blind, so single denial. And then you have the dots, right? I'd probably do the AoE Sunburn. And then we have the Easter Dungeon going on, or gonna go on. We have Bounty Hunt. And, oh look! What does it say? Come and play first edition Bounty Hunt on you Monster Legends event. You'll need the latest version. Once you have it, join a hunt with other players to flip tiles to find the fugitive. While you're on it, you'll find just rewards. One, you'll find this elusive monster. You and the rest of the players will have limited time to join for defeat. In this event, you'll be able to collect cells for a brand new monster, Flamera. I thought this monster was going to be a maze monster. It looks like this monster is going to be our very first bounty hunt monster. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I speculate that Flamera will have both a maze and a bounty hunt, since it says on the calendar Flamera event, neither maze or bounty hunt. I actually disagree with Chin. I think that SP is going to replace one maze with bounty hunts, because we currently have 2 mazes during a month, so it makes sense to replace one of the mazes with a brand new event like a bounty hunt, so we can have 1 bounty hunt per month. But who knows? Once again, these are all leaks. This is not official. This is not confirmed, so we will see. By the way, here is the monster that I think will be like Minos and is going to cost money, and here is Jakugan High. So, with everything you've seen in this video, there is a ton of information. Let me know what you are most excited about, any monster you particularly like, dislike. What do you guys think about the Season 3 monsters coming up? They are Season 3, right? I don't even know what we're going on. Some of them are Flamera Season 2. Anything and everything, let me know. Your comments below. Thank you guys very much, and remember to subscribe.